What is a room? Is it a place composed of walls, a floor, a ceiling fan? One could say that they share similar attributes with the box. They are containers that can hold things in place and time. But unlike the box, they are not only meant for storage. No, rooms possess a unique transient nature because apart from accumulating items, they can also harness some of the most chaotic elements in existence. People, coming and going as they please. Rooms are the constants that can hold these tumultuous variables. They not only retain the tangible, but also the abstract. Emotions, thoughts, and beliefs, ready to live, die, and be replaced by newer moments yet to reside in this space. In today's video, we'll be analyzing Tommy Wiseau's world-renowned film The Room that puts into question the very nature of what we believe a room to be. Heavy spoilers will follow. But first, a word from our new sponsor.
Introducing a revolution in gaming. FootMouse, the first science-based gaming mouse made for feet.
I've been using FootMouse since 2017, but not on land. There's a lot of controversy as to whether or not FootMouse should be termed illegal. It's just such a huge advantage, but it's still all about skill. FootMouse just raises the skill gap.
Nah, but really, this video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. It's the very well-known RPG game. I find it's a very enjoyable and addictive game with nice-looking graphics that you can play on mobile or on a desktop. So what you do is you grab a champion from the game and you can head over to the campaign mode where you can spend hours gaining experience and advancing through the storyline. You can also battle the dungeons to collect new artifacts to make your champions even stronger, and use shards to obtain new ones. I really like the variety they have. The game also has a daily login reward program for new players that has been doubled from 90 to 180 days, where you can get free silvers, gems, shards, but most importantly, the barbarian legendary champion, Sile of the Drake. I invite you to find me in the game under the name Moises so you can battle me or join my clan. If you go to the video's description and click on the special link, they will not only give you 100,000 silver, but they will also give you a free and very powerful champion Hexweaver. You'll be able to find it all here. It's a free-to-play game, so check it out for yourself. And I'll see you there. Now back to the show.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Once you watch The Room for the first time, you'll be immediately hit by the following thought. What? Words failing to be worthy instruments of expression. You'll be left to a primal gasp. As I read in an article that I wrote, the technique is called cinematic confusion. And Tommy Wiseau is not only the architect of this method, but also the only auteur that has managed to successfully implement it. It is a means to willfully go against the rules of film, to evoke a feeling of discomfort in the audience. He chooses to deconstruct what you expect to see in a movie. Some lines of dialogue are overdubbed and don't sync with the emotions or expressions the characters are portraying, displaying conflicting energies from the actors.
Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Or dialogue that intrudes in the overall tone of a scene.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
Nobody wants to help me, and I'm dying.
You're not dying, Mom.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
We can observe scenes where the camera is left unfocused, and recreated external locations in studio out of spite to reality. Wiseau also decides to apply an unnarrative structure to the film, a term I believe I just spoke into existence. He juxtaposes mismatched scenes together and withholds character introductions, making us guess the connective tissue between the various events of the movie, character relations, and also their motivations. Who are Johnny's friends, Mike and Michelle? Why do they leisurely show up to their home? What made Lisa suddenly fall out of love with Johnny? What prompted the tuxedo wedding photo day? But the most important question we should ask ourselves is, why does Wiseau want to create discomfort? Because then you will remember it. The feeling will stick. I just want to be clear on this. You deliberately shot some scenes out of focus? Oh yeah, absolutely. And why would you do that? Because, you see, let's assume we did everything perfect way. You'll be asking this question? No. It is the first step that leads you into what he's trying to present. But first, he must tear down the old canvas inside the audience so he can start a new one. It feels almost Lynchian, where the words, image aesthetics, and narrative structure are secondary to what the artist is trying to evoke. I don't know why people expect art to make sense. They accept the fact that life doesn't make sense. We are supposed to question what we are watching. Is this a film? Could this be a dream? Are we seconds away from a porno? The external confuses the internal. Then, in turn, we are ready to become the raw material in the hands of the master, ready for the truth to be revealed, so we can start questioning, what is a room?
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Why are you so hysterical?
Do you understand life? Do you?
If you believe this movie is a simplistic juvenile love triangle gone wrong, then I will ask you to reconsider those fighting words. You're only partially right, but for the wrong reasons that I will soon correct. We would be wrong to assume that this film is about Johnny's perspective. You see, all the characters present in the story are but symbols inside the perspective of one of the secondary characters. As we mentioned before, we're not watching a normal narrative. This sub-narrative, that I think has a better ring to it than what I mentioned before, is operating at a subconscious level. This is the representation of a conflict inside a malleable dreamlike state. This becomes evident by how characters just materialize in places they weren't supposed to be. Whenever characters trying to dig deeper into information of what someone has just said, they get a deflective answer as to not draw too much attention to the details and just stick to the surface.
What kind of movie are we gonna see?
Well, we'll see. Danny, don't plan too much. It may not come out right. I cannot tell you. It's confidential.
Oh, come on, why not?
No, I can't. Anyway, how is your sex life?
As we start peeling back the layers, we notice that this isn't an adult perspective. It's the perspective of what a child thinks an adult would say or do. This becomes evident in the characters' unusual reactions, greetings,
Oh, hi, Mark.
and their attraction to playtime. The description of what Johnny does for a living sounds like what a child believes an adult would say about work.
How was work today?
Oh, pretty good. We got a new client at the bank. We'll make a lot of money.
The food mentioned is what a child thinks an adult would eat. The female conversations are of someone who has rarely spoken to an adult woman, other than the nagging of a mother, represented with Lisa's mom, and that believes that female interactions end in random pillow fights. The room's decor is odd, containing picture frames of spoons. The depiction of romance gives way to juvenile fantasies, which leads us to the natural conclusion that we are inside the mind of a child. Denny. The characters are used as a way for him to make sense of the world. Johnny is the adult he aspires to be. He has a fiancé, friends, a good job. That's his ideal. Wiseau clues us in by making Johnny the paternal surrogate, but in reality, he is Denny's surrogate so he can maneuver the adult world. Chris R. is the world trying to rob him of his childhood innocence. Mark represents friendship but also rivalry. Peter the psychologist is the helpful conscience that is not present in his life, which is why he's rarely in the movie. Mike and Michelle are not important to my explanation, but the one that is an important symbol in the movie is Lisa. She represents romance, but also how chaotic it can be, shifting her intentions from one scene to the other.
I still love you. I don't love him anymore.
Denny is attracted to this romance and wants to attain it, but he ends up realizing that the adult world can be duplicitous and that betrayal will find him. Johnny is overlooked for his promotion, and Mark sleeps with his fiancée Lisa. It's at this moment that Denny's surrogate Johnny, his ideal, can't exist in this reality, that the world is a cruel place, and he goes on a tantrum and decides to destroy the room. But it's not the world that shouldn't exist, it's Denny's childhood ideals. The symbol then destroys itself because it will only keep being betrayed by the world. So what is a room? Tommy Wiseau helps us understand this part. At the time, I thought about a special place, a private place, a place where you can be safe. And it's not a room, but it's the room. I thought and think that a lot of people would relate to it. It's the safe place where our ideals can exist and be nurtured, protected from the outside world. In us. Thank you for watching our video. Well, I hope you enjoyed our not to be taken seriously dramatic overanalysis of The Room. We wanted to do it for April Fool's Day, but we decided to upload it at a different date. Let us know if you would like us to keep making these overanalysis of bad movies once in a while. It's just something fun we can offer in these trying times. We invite you to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Make sure to check your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. The music was made by Eduardo Gonzalez. If you like his work, check his information in the description below. Until next time.